What's up, y'all? It's your boy Jalen here with you on another episode on Elevated Minds. If you are a first time visitor on the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and hit the like button as well. It's going to help me with my algorithm, and you're going to start seeing more and more content of this pop up in your feed. Without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and start diving into today's subject, which is health is wealth. And this is a very cliche sounding topic, but it's super important. I'm really passionate about this. We really need to make sure that we're taking care of our physical and mental health. And I'm really going to be talking about being more mindful of what we put into our bodies because foods that we eat have a vibration. They give us either higher or lower vibration. And so when we're eating a lot of things like fast food and a lot of these sugary, uh, you know, non-nutritional value foods, we're actually setting ourselves up for failure. And we wonder why we have so many bodily issues. We wonder why we're on so many medications, and we're sick all the time. That is because of the foods that we're putting into our body. And we have to realize our health really is wealth. And you gotta look at foods that we eat as an investment. And sometimes people like to complain about how healthier food is more expensive, but you can't put a price on eating good because for one, you're gonna feel better, you're gonna perform better when you're eating better foods. And then you're gonna have better health. You're not gonna be sick all the time, and your body will regenerate faster if, say, you do end up getting down or sick or whatever. Your body is going to be able to fight off you know, those sicknesses a lot easier than if you didn't have these nutrients in, nutrient dense foods. Our problem is we eat so many of these, uh, foods that taste good, and I know it tastes good. Like I actually love to go to McDonald's and eat McDonald's fries. They're my favorite. I love them so much. But I know they're not good for you. So I actually try and stay away from a lot of different things that aren't going to really be good for my my physical health. And you don't realize that a lot of the foods that we put into our body actually affects our mental health as well. So a lot of people, if you're dealing with a lot of anxiety or maybe depression, or you feel like your moods sometimes are all over the place, you got to like watch out for the different types of foods that you're eating. For example, one of the main ingredients in a lot of foods that we eat is soybean oil, and it's terrible for you. Soybeans are actually, like tofu and these things like that. That, yeah, they might be a good uh, replacement for meat, but they're actually really bad for you. Tofu is soybean is actually really bad, especially for men. It's really bad for your testosterone levels. For women, it actually can increase your estrogen too much, and when you have too much estrogen, that's why you can be extra moody sometimes, or it gives you hormone imbalances. So there's different foods that we eat that affect us in not just our bodies but our minds as well. So we really have to like look at this. And sometimes I feel that we trade taste for the benefit of food that is actually nourishing for us. Um, I'm gonna use this for an example. If you give the body what it needs, it can regenerate. When you go to a doctor and you say you broke your arm or you broke your leg or something like that, think about it. When they put a cast on it, are they healing it or is the body healing itself? The body is healing itself. And a lot of times people will heal faster if they're giving the body the nutrients it needs. So I'm going to use this as an example for you guys too. So sometimes we just don't have the time, or we don't have the time, or we don't eat what we need to be eating, and we miss out on a lot of different uh, vitamins and minerals that we need every single day, so that our body can actually do what it's supposed to do. All of our organs, everything's supposed to be able to work properly. But if we're not giving it what it needs, then how's it going to do that? And so that's why it's so important. People ask me why I'm never sick and why I seem so like youthful, like my skin is nice and stuff like that. That's because I take care of myself. I take multivitamins. I take, the A. It has like A through K. It has the different, uh, minerals that you need: calcium, iron, all that kind of stuff, zinc. And then I'm making sure I'm having all of my I actually take ashwagandha, which is actually good for your stress and keeps your stress levels low and cortisol out of your body, and so it helps regulate your hormones and things like that. And it's a natural herb. There's different herbs we can take for things that are actually here and they actually do help, but the society they've got us on all these processed foods and processed sugars, and it's actually putting negative effects on our bodies. And if we're eating this stuff every day, I'm not telling you you can't indulge. I like to eat pizza. I like to eat burgers and stuff like that. I love to eat fried food, but if you're eating too much of it, it's really not good for you. It's going to clog your arteries. It's going to make you more sluggish when you're eating these types of foods, because you're not getting, your body's trying to process it. So that's why you get so sluggish. Stuff gets stuck in your gut, and it's really hard for the body to process these foods, and they get stored as fat. And a lot of these foods are just not good for us in general, guys. So I want to encourage you guys to really try and focus on eating better, and encouraging, if you got kids, you encourage them to eat better, not some of these sugary and salty snacks high in sodium. This is just going to cause way more issues. This is why we have diabetes. This is why we have heart disease. Especially in the black community, we just don't eat what we're supposed to eat. We eat only based on taste, and we got too many people dying out here, and too many people that are overweight and things like that. I'm not telling you guys that you need to go out here and be like Arnold Schwarzenegger, but we do need to start getting more exercise in. Even if you're not a gym person, maybe start trying to do a spin class, or maybe trying riding a bike, or go swimming, or go for a walk or run or something like that. We just need to start getting active, because the problem is we get into the habit of not exercising and eating bad foods, and we wonder why we're just so low energy with no motivation, and might have feel sad or anxious and things like that. It's because of what we're putting into our body, and then we're not giving our body the movement that it needs. We are meant to move our bodies, and I'm not saying that you got to be up in the gym for like 2 hours, 3 hours a day, but we do need to even be exercising like 15 to 30 minutes a day, getting some type of movement in, whether you like yoga or some type of sport, whatever excites you, whatever floats your boat. But we need to be moving, and I just feel like it's really important for us to do that and put good things into our bodies. On top of that, we need to also be looking at what we're putting into our minds. What are you doing to strengthen your mind? Is your mind just laying, dormant because you're just scrolling through Instagram and Facebook all day, or binging Netflix and not doing anything to really stimulate your mind? Sometimes we need to start doing things like watching podcasts, reading some books, sit down and do some meditation, because that's really important. When you can sit and meditate and zero out and just be in the moment, you're not thinking about the past, you're not like looking at the future and getting anxious and all this stuff. You're right here in the moment, and you're feeling yourself in your body, and you're just being here. And there's something powerful in that. A lot of times we're just on autopilot, and we just go, 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 go. We're not even able to really process feelings and emotions and things like that. And that's really what meditation helps with. Um, I've learned that meditation also really helps you with revealing things about yourself. And sometimes we just need to learn to just actually, even if it's only 5 minutes out of the day, you can meditate for 5 minutes a day. You know, the average person spends about 60 minutes scrolling through any type of social media throughout the day, every single day. And if you think about it, that's quite a bit of time. So 5 minutes taking out of that time, just look at it like that. People always say, I don't have time, but we just don't prioritize right. There's such thing as time management, and we need to, try to be a little bit more mindful of what we're doing. Sometimes we're just wasting our day, wasting our health by not eating what we should, and just letting anything into our minds. You go on and watch the news, it's just depressing. If you go and if you're not doing anything to feed your mind and with some type of positivity, you are really what you consume. It piles up into your subconscious. And so one of the best gifts that you can give your body is good food and good nourishment. So I encourage you guys, start watching what you're putting into your body. Don't just let just anybody into your body. I'm talking, this goes sexual, This goes with food. This goes with what we're watching. Like, what type of content are you putting into your mind? You know, you gotta health really is wealth, and you gotta look at every single decision about your health, your mental health, your physical health. Looking at it really as an investment, because you're putting something in to get a better return, and this is us investing in ourselves now so that we, grow into our best selves. And you're literally breathing life into it by investing into it. And we really should look at it like that. You can't put a price on investing into your becoming better. We want to be our best selves for, if you got kids, you want to be the best mom and dad. If you want to be the best teacher, if you want to be the best architect, if you want to be the best pastor or guru or salesman, whatever you're doing, you want to be able to be at the top. And when your body is vibrating, when your whole spirit is vibrating on a very high level of vibration, this is when the good stuff starts happening. You start to attract all these opportunities, people, love. You start to attract all the blessings in, and this starts within. And this a part of it is starting with, getting your body right. Getting the right foods into us and getting out, exercising, and you know, getting yourself right. I'm telling you, there's no better feeling. There are some really good feelings in this world, but when you can actually feel healthy, mentally, physically, spiritually, I'm telling you, there's nothing like it. And once you can get there, that's the sweet spot, and you're just gonna keep attracting blessings. And so, um, when we operate on low vibration, we're eating low vibrational foods. We're allowing low vibrational negativity and gossip and drama and all this stuff into our heads all day, every day. What do you think you're gonna become? That's what you become. And so, I implore you guys, I hope that you've learned something today. I hope that I've provided you with some value. If so, once again, hit that like button, hit the subscribe, follow me. I'm going to have all my stuff for Instagram and stuff like that in the comments below. I appreciate you guys for watching the video, and I'm going to be putting out more content like this. Hope to see you guys on the other side soon, and y'all stay safe, stay elevated.